Okay, so let's begin with a very important question. What exactly is Git? So Git is what's known as a version control system, sometimes abbreviated as VCS. Not only is it a VCS, it's actually the world's most popular version control system. So what exactly is a version control system? It doesn't sound all that glamorous. Essentially, version control is software that helps track and manage changes to a set of files over time. Also, doesn't sound all that glamorous or exciting, but hugely important. Think of companies like Facebook or Google with huge code bases, thousands of files, and thousands of developers. They're all working in parallel and making changes day to day. How do you manage those and track those changes and combine them and undo changes? That is the role of a version control system like Git. In general, most version control systems allow things like revisiting earlier versions of files, comparing changes made between different versions and different files, undoing changes, sharing changes with other people. Git does this and more. We're going to go into this in just a little bit, but that's a general intro to this concept of version control. And to be clear, Git is just one of many version control options out there. Over the years, they've kind of come and gone, but some of the more well-known ones include Subversion, CVS, and Mercurial, and they all have similar goals of helping developers or helping users track changes to projects over time, but they do have significant differences in how they operate, the syntax, and how they achieve those goals. But the good news for us, obviously this is a Git course, so we're going to learn Git, but there's a good reason to learn Git. It is the clear winner. If there ever was a version control system war, Git is clearly the most popular these days. This is the most recent data I could find from 3 years ago. 2018 Stack Overflow Developer Survey. Nearly 90% of respondents reported that Git was their version control system of choice. And the thing is, in the last few years, this survey has just stopped asking this question. It's abandoned it because it's just so clear. The number is probably more like 95% these days of developers that use Git. So we're here to learn Git. That's good news for us. I'll end by just showing you what Git calls itself on the Git homepage. It's a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. It's easy to learn. We'll see about that. It's not bad to learn, but I wouldn't say it's painless, and it has a tiny footprint with lightning fast performance. It outclasses other tools like Subversion, CVS. Oh boy, look at that, trash talking the competition. Anyway, the stuff we care about is up here. It is a version control system. That is Git at its core. It helps users manage changes to projects over time. In the next video, we'll talk in more concrete terms about what Git actually does.